Do you know who this guy is?
Oh, do I ever? You might not be able to see it, but I've got on my UNNC Office of Naval Intelligence Halo hoodie here, or and damn, like, let's just say this has been a week for Halo because the Halo campaign finally came out. And I want to give you quick first impressions on that Halo campaign before we talk about what we saw here with the trailer for the television show, the long-awaited Halo television show. So first impressions, I played the multiplayer, and of course the multiplayer is great. These guys know what they're doing. Halo 5's multiplayer was probably still being played strong right now. But this was the campaign. This campaign delayed the game a whole year because of, again, people's initial look at it. They were like, this doesn't look good and stuff. So they polished the heck out of this in a year. And let's just also state right up that it's not finished. There's no co-op multiplayer and there's no forge. So you can't build your own levels yet. So that stuff's coming and they said first quarter next year. So 2021. 2022. Sorry, look at me going backwards in time. Yeah, so first impression. So I really enjoyed Halo 5. I did think it was felt a little bit short, and I think it ended on a cliffhanger. So this 6-year gap between games really pushed me. So playing
the spirit, right?
Yeah, so getting in and firing it up and stuff, again, graphics look good. We'd seen the little introduction already and stuff like that, and stuff. But so I'm playing the game, and my first impression, I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I like this. The control was there, the graphics were there, but there's just something about this first opening level that I did not enjoy. Didn't like the grappling hook. Like all of a sudden you've got this grappling hook. They don't explain why you have it or anything like that. And you're forced to use it, and now it changes exactly how you play the game because you now have to look up and be like, okay, where can I go? Whereas before it was kind of a linear path. You kind of knew where you were going and stuff. So while this first level, it was adding, get used to these, new equipment and stuff. Right. But once I got past the little introduction thing and then I got down to the Zeta Halo, as they call it, I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing. It's not a on rails kind of linear Halo game. This is basically Far Cry on a on the Halo ring. So once you land, you take your first waypoint and they start it up as your base. And then they're like, hey, these are the other interesting points along the way. There's a distress signal here. There's an enemy base here. There's a high value target here. Go do what you want. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, now I see how this grappling hook works. It's, for you to get around faster and stuff like that. So it changes your play style. Only bad thing for me is I'm one of these guys that likes to do everything. So I will never be able to walk past. I'm like, oh man, I got to go take out that base. I got to go take it. So I almost wish that there was just kind of play the story mode, and then just, go through that way, because I want to know what happened at the end of 5. If spoilers, but the game's been out for how many years? At the end of Halo 5, the Infinity was running. Cortana was basically, a bad, was the bad guy. She was basically saving other AIs to cure them from rampancy. And then this game starts off with, oh yeah, I deleted Cortana, or that was my mission. And I'm like, what? I did like how they're injecting a little bit more of emotion and stuff like that, because the Master Chief's trying to figure these things out. So that's why I'm going to stick around for the story. I've been a Halo fan since the Xbox came out, right? So first impression, Rocky definitely got better on the once I got down to the Zeta Halo. However, one of my greatest memories of Halo is always playing the game co-op with a buddy. So part of me is like, do I just put this down and wait till January, February when co-op will come out? Because I think co-op will be really fun just hitting all those things that you can do. So hopefully the story is still strong and it doesn't bore you by hitting all of these different zones and stuff.
You said it was like a Far Cry. I remember playing Far Cry, and when the multiplayer came out with Far Cry, it was really fun having your friend jump in and
Yeah,
help you with those missions, and both of you guys attacking the base from two different sides, and it's just
yeah.
great. If Halo's like that, I think I have to buy myself an Xbox.
Yeah, no, it
But
honestly, I'm hoping it's good. Like as I said, unfortunately for me, I just on a map like those, I might not go for every like hidden collectible, but I will want to make sure my map is clear. You know what I mean? So a lot of times in Halo, I don't go and get every skull and stuff like that. But again,
yeah.
the main terminals that tell story, I'm there. That's why I'm playing the game. So it was really cool. So speaking of story, let's talk a little bit about what we saw with the Master Chief Halo television show. What did you think of that trailer, Jesse?
Um, I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait. This has been in the making for what? How long has Halo been around? 25 years? 20 years?
20 years of Halo.
Didn't we get the first cinematic little inkling during Halo 2, or was it 3? When we saw that battle in on Earth and the soldiers driving the Warthog.
Yeah, Halo
Was
3, yeah.
was it 3? Yeah. So we've been waiting for a long time. I think they brought out during Halo 4. They brought out Forward Unto Dawn. Wasn't that what it was
Yep,
called? The little movie that they had with
yep, they
it.
did little shorts, yep.
I don't want to be called a hater, but some of these scenes that they showed in the trailer, I kind of found funny. Like there's one where there's a whole bunch of UNSC soldiers marching, but if you look at the background, it looks like they're marching in like a stadium or like a warehouse, like an empty warehouse. But
Yeah,
it still looked cool with all the planes in the background.
yeah.
Um, I'm really excited to see what happens. Halsey's in it, and it looks like she's we're gonna have flashbacks and like uh, see John come up through the ages. What else did I like? Was that Locke that we saw?
I
Do you
don't
think it
know
was
if it'll
Luke?
be Locke,
I
I
haven't looked
don't
at
I
the
don't
IMDb or anything, but
yeah, I don't think it was, but I recognize the actor, but I don't think it would be Locke, but it could be. Could be.
yes. What did you think? Did you like it? Are you gonna get a Paramount Plus subscription if it comes out in Canada?
Yeah, so I'm really, really torn. I've loved all the Halo live, action, trailers that they did for games, but, I really question adapting something to live action that is a video game or an anime, and stuff like, everybody heard the news about Cowboy Bebop. You know, it, it's almost like for me, it's like Halo already has millions of fans. So now you've got to try and give a show that's going to appeal to the fans, but also appeal to new viewers. So are they going to get the story right? Are they going to change the story? Is it going to be something we know or don't know? Are they going to retell the story but be limited by the what the special effects can do? Um, I'm curious about it. I don't want to say I'm cautiously optimistic because unfortunately the track record for most live action things is not good, and stuff. The good thing is obviously it's not going to detract from any of the studios or the money spent on the games and stuff like that, but I just really question how are they gonna pull in people who haven't been interested in the franchise before, and we have we have another popular show with a guy in armor called The Mandalorian, and they've already spun off to the book of Boba Fett. So, I know it's a different story, but again, are people going to be up for it and okay, with it? And I want it to be good. If for me, it's not just about changing the medium, uh, that the original source is from. It's about adding to it in a positive way. If you can't add anything to it, then don't do it. So let's just see. You know, I'll give him
I
the
I'm
benefit.
really worried that with the fact that they didn't cast the what's his name, the voice actor of Master Chief to
Yeah,
play Master Chief. I'm a little worried that we're gonna have a Mandalorian situation where he's gonna now be taking off his helmet all the time and putting it, because that to me would kind of turn me off the show, because
yeah,
that's one of the big points is the Master Chief never takes off his helmet unless he's
yeah,
alone or if he's with Cortana.
yep,
Like I don't want to
exactly.
see this actor's face at all in the whole show.
Yep, I agree with you 100%. And we know he's going to have to take it off because they're going to want the audience to connect with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we'll
But
see.
maybe they can connect with him through Cortana. Maybe their relationship. Maybe they can do that. Their relationship.
Yeah, but
But
we
yeah,
know, again, we know, we've seen the
he's gonna
only
take
the
off the
only
helmet.
yeah,
He's gonna take it off.
we
Yeah.
know the only movie where the guy never took off the helmet that was good was Dread,
Yeah.
right? And stuff, and I don't like, hey, I don't want to jinx them or whatever, but again, I just don't see them not doing that, and they hired a pretty well-known actor to play the Master Chief, so we'll see.